What's up, y'all? I'm doing this from another device tonight, so we'll see how this acts because this device that I'm on, it be acting a little flaky, but we gonna see. How was my day? I worked out at home today. Did some maintenance around the house. And ate pancakes for dinner. And I did slip up last week, y'all, on DoorDash, but I deserved it that day. And I tried to get a zero delivery fee. But so far I've been back on the non-DoorDash streak. But I think Friday, because that was the day I went to my niece's homecoming. So I was too busy. Like, I just had to. But I have not anymore. So I've been really good from doing it every day to like, it's been once in the past 10 days. So I'm still trying to stay strong. I had my husband, I just send my husband to pick up everything. If only he didn't have to work. If only he win that lottery, then I would never do a dash. I'd just, get a personal chef. Anyway, that's about it for me, y'all. Nothing exciting. Things is chill right now. Blessed on that, knocking on wood, life is cool. Let's see what is going on in the news besides Kelsey and Taylor Swift. Let's see. The migrant thing is still going on. Democrats are calling for Menendez resignation. I have no clue who that is. 14 charged as adults in a shooting outside of a school. Woman hunted down Mexican cartel members who killed her daughter. Kathy Griffin says sleaze bag Russell Brand assaulted her friend. Leonardo DiCaprio reportedly dating a model, and Twitter's got jokes about her age. Leonardo likes him young. Zombie apocalypse. San Francisco on track to crush overdose death record as addicts die in the streets. That's the crazy thing about the apocalypse, because sometimes when you think about all the people that's kind of like moving around as The Walking Dead, you kind of think to yourself, are we already here? Pennsylvania man accused of having sexual relationship with teen he met on Tinder. Anthony Fauci says he still needs a security detail after Ron DeSantis threatened to grab that little elf and chuck him across the Potomac. Yeah, Fauci, I wonder if Fauci, when he was doing all that stuff and he was thinking he was going to be a hero, if he ever thought he'd get this kind of backlash. It's been like between Democrats and Republicans, it's like the Bloods and the Crips for real. Former Homeland Security Jeff Johnson says Trump's re-election chances will be maximized. Yeah, Trump is still doing really good in the polls. Did y'all hear about this 14-foot alligator that ate this woman? That was wild. But they said the woman was trespassing, and this is like her second time. So I'm not saying she had it coming, but they had signs up saying that they had gators. Dishwasher tabs in your toilet, clean them. I might have to try that one. 6 dead after train barrels out into SUV at a Florida railroad. There was an attack on the Cuban embassy. The shutdown and the government shutdown is still looming. Yeah. The Powerball is big. I think it's Should be almost at $1 billion soon. See if I can win that there. I can tell you that if I win the Powerball, I will speak to you guys. And if you guys wish me luck and pray for me, this Powerball, you'll have a great gift if I win. Even Bill Gates is backtracking the air is going out of the climate crisis balloon. Some football happened tonight. I watched some of it. Some of those games were just so slow. Like, it was like watching paint dry. I know the Bengals and let's see here. Oh my gosh. My sister our searches are intertwined, and I have to constantly delete what she searched for. And I'm glad that she hasn't, I literally know what's happening in her life. So by the time she's going to call and talk to me, I already know. Because she's got her Google thing intertwined with mine, and it's like, I don't even know. I just don't even know, y'all. But anyway, I'm deleting all her search history because it's annoying me. So the Eagles beat the Buccaneers 25-11, and then the Bengals beat the Rams 19-16. And that was a game that was taking forever. Like, neither one of them dudes would score anything. It was like, man, y'all, this is excruciating here. Let's see what else is going on here, y'all. I'm so sick of hearing about Kelsey and Taylor Swift. It's yuck. Drake and Breakfast Club Charlemagne are fighting on Twitter. Drake calls Charlemagne the off-brand Morris Chestnut, and Charlemagne had said something about Drake being gay. He says there's 3 sexual orientations out there. He then shared there's gay, straight, and then there's Drake. And the two kind of have their back and forth thing. But, yeah. Nothing too exciting. Let's get into these Reddits, because since I'm using this other device, I'm almost scared to do too much on this thing. Let's see. Someone hands you $100,000 and says you know what to do. What are you doing? What am I doing? I always say I'm gonna leave the country, but then I just think about a lot of stuff. I think about bugs, food, cartel, all that stuff. So I would love to leave the country and live somewhere else. But the chances of that are not a lot. So I'll probably take that money and pay some bills and go on vacation. That's what I'm doing with my $100,000. Let's see what these people are doing. Somebody says thank the guy. Somebody says run away. Reporting to the cops. He said, I'm going to report to the cops that some rando just gave me $5,000. Yeah, don't say 100. Close the briefcase, look into his eye, slow nod, straight face, walk away without saying a word. Get home, panic, stash money, change banks, might move, have to cut ties off with family. But if you move, you have to sell your house. I'm talking about mortgage owner type people. Somebody said pay off my debt. $100,000. That ain't enough to pay off my debt. I'm talking about pay off my mortgage and everything. Let's see. What's a common phrase or word that someone can use that instantly makes you judge them? The see you next Tuesday word. I just don't like that word. I don't know why it would ever be. I know that Beyonce says it now, but it's just, I don't like that word. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do you know who I am? I have no filter. Calling yourself alpha male, yeah, that is so stupid. Yeah, when women call themselves bosses and boss babe, anytime you give yourself a title is so stupid and pretentious. We are a great company that cares for our employees or who really care about you. Yeah. It's just a joke. If you can't handle me on my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. If your significant other is talking to an ex, a red flag for you, why or why not? Unfortunately, my significant other has to communicate with his ex sometimes. So he has children with them. But, it's fine. He doesn't want to die, so it's okay. If they're hiding it, yes. Depends on the current relationship. It isn't a red flag itself, but if something is a lot of red flags, it can come off like that. Yeah, it depends on the situation. What is the female equivalent of a man-child? Drama queen, princess. Yeah, I would say so. I would agree. Let's see. What would get you to approach a man if he was handing out some money? And I mean like stacks of money. Because I'm married, so I shouldn't really be approaching men. Somebody said maybe if he had a lizard on a leash, him handing out free samples at Costco. They look easy to talk to, look like they're having fun. I would only do it in a social setting, like at a party. Yeah. How do you feel about people buying lingerie for their significant other? I know men do that. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like lingerie. I'll bust it out. Like, if we're on vacation, I'll try to dress sexy because we're on vacation and it's just me and my husband. But I don't like lingerie. But, I guess if my husband bought me some, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But, I don't know. I wonder why men do that. Maybe their wives have some kind of lingerie fetish or something. But it is strange. Somebody said my partner and I often buy clothes for each other, so I don't think much about it. I get enjoyment from wearing lingerie and being with him in what he bought. Somebody said I would prefer my man to buy it. I don't think I've ever worn lingerie, but I've worn cute pants sets. I like it. I think it's fun, but I think that's something to talk about ahead of time to make sure you're on the same page. It's fine, but not really as a gift if someone wants it for you. Women who were told by their family or friends that their partner is ugly, how did it affect their relationship? I ain't that crazy to tell my family or friends that their partner is ugly. And there have been some ugly people, but I just ain't that mean. But someone said I wouldn't be friends with someone who said my partner was ugly. Like, how rude. Yeah, that's pretty rude. It would affect my relationship with the person unwise enough to say such a thing, probably quite drastically. Yeah, that's crazy that y'all going around telling people that their partner's ugly. Man, what has prevented you from pursuing a single woman you're interested in? They don't think it'll be reciprocated. I'm too shy. I'm broke. Thank you. If you're broke, don't approach the woman. That's smart. I'm just still working on my physical and mental health, and I don't feel ready. I like to think that by these answers that men are getting adapted and being socially smart now, but I don't know. A lot of social media is saying different, but we'll see. Let's get into these story times, y'all. Let's see what I got here.
The video is hard to stomach. You can clearly see the bugs crawling in the seat. Jose Avalos has a foot injury and used the motorized scooter last night.
I felt an itch on my back. Ignored it. I thought it was just probably like the rubber from the seat. I'm like, you know what? It's just a small itch. Keeps strolling through Walmart. 10 minutes later, the itch got really worse. And that's when I was like, you know what? I need to check what's on the seat.
And this is what it was. He and his wife took some video of the incident. They also took a picture of his bug bites, which he saw a doctor about. They posted the video to Facebook, and it exploded online. Hundreds of thousands of people have already seen it.
We posted the video just to let people know about Walmart, like how dirty it was, and it just blew up.
Avalos says he and his wife reported what they found to store management, and they filled out a report. And Walmart is now responding as that video continues to go viral. They tell us in a statement the affected carts have been removed from service.
I mean, I wouldn't want to sit in them carts, but if y'all seen some of the people that's sitting in the carts, I seen somebody with the neck so dark and black.
Tell me a company secret that you can share because you don't work there anymore.
So I've not seen anybody talking about Pandora. Okay, Pandora jewelry. Where's the Pandora people at? I need you here now. When you shop at Pandora, you're literally shopping for sentimental value because there's not a single charm or a bracelet you can take to a pawn shop and actually get any cash back for it. It's so little bit of gold in that jewelry that it's worthless. It's all silver. It's all cubic zirconiums. You wouldn't find a Swarovski, a diamond, a crystal at all in that store. It's all CZ stones that we find at anywhere. And two, it varies from franchise to franchise. I worked at a few. Some are really good at being organized and stuff, but a lot of them, charms all over the floor. It's dirty. They don't keep things up. You could probably look in between the things on the floor and you might find a charm underneath there.
Yep.
Why ain't nobody tell me when I was eating kale smoothies almost every dang on day that kale depletes your iodine? And you know what iodine is? A necessary nutrient. And you know what can happen when you are deficient in iodine? Hormone problems, low functioning thyroid, aka hypothyroidism. You know what that causes? No period, weight gain, tiredness, being cold. I got my heater running right now. Why nobody tell me this? Y'all told me, eat healthy, eat your cruciferous greens. Y'all ain't tell me this part.
Yeah, all them things that we rush to do, have to look at the benefits or the negatives on that.
You cannot convince me that Snapchat and all these apps are not made for cheating.
Oh, I'm about to ruin some relationships with this one. So I'm going to tell you how these apps are used for cheating, probably to a T for some of you, and you're going to notice this behavior afterwards, and maybe it might shake some things up, in which case, I'm so sorry, but at least now you know. For starters, the only thing Facebook is really good for is keeping in touch with people from your past. This is awesome for friends and relatives, but also those exes and potential relationship partners that just got away. Those people are also on Facebook. And again, Facebook is a portal to your past. So what usually happens is the cheater will create a fake Facebook account or a secondary Facebook account, or just have these people lurking in DMs and just convince you that they're so loyal and you guys have this awesome trust system, and you just never get into the habit of asking or checking about any of this stuff, which, why should you in a healthy relationship, right? But they abuse that. So they always keep their prior love interests or somebody that they're interested in in the back of their DMs somewhere, right? Maybe they'll have somebody change their account to like a fake name or some shit like that. You never know, right? But what usually ends up happening is they'll be like, okay, I'm going to reach out to this person because I'm not happy in my relationship. Now, they already have familiarity with this person because they knew them from high school. Again, it's way easier to do that than it is to jump out in the dating world and start trying to establish some connection with a total stranger. That would be way harder, and these people are lazy. They're cheaters, right? They're looking for the easy out, and the easy out is somebody from their past, right? So that's where Facebook comes in. Now, from Facebook, they've been DMing and they've been building somewhat of a connection, but they realize, you know what, what if we get caught? This is a little too, I could pop up under mutual friends. Let's not do that, right? So the next thing they're going to do is they're going to be like, okay, let's move this over to Snapchat. Snapchat, another meta app, okay, that's known for one thing, auto-deleting messages. Now, you'll start to notice behaviors like their phone's always on vibrate or on silent. Never happened in the history of your relationship, but now there's an odd silence to their phone all the time. This is because they're messaging somebody behind your back, right? If you had somebody that didn't have any problem with the sounds of their phone throughout your entire relationship, and randomly one day they're just like, oh, I just got tired of the sounds of my phone. They're talking to somebody, and they don't want you to know about it when those notifications constantly go off. The other thing that you should keep in mind is when they're on Snapchat, again, it's about auto-deleting. So when you find the app, let's say they say, oh, can you look at my DoorDash order or my Uber Eats order? And you're scrolling through their phone for them to try to find the app. Because, of course, these people don't usually have the apps on their home screen because they don't like it. So you're scrolling through and you see the Snapchat app and you ask about it. You're like, what is this? 9 times out of 10, if you have a cheater on your hands, they'll tell you, oh yeah, this is a fun little app, and look at all the fun little filters that it has. And oh, I love it so much. It's kind of like TikTok. They have funny little videos and stuff. So I just use it for that. The whole time they omit the most important aspect of that app being the auto-delete messages. That's the biggest feature of Snapchat, right? That's why the icon is a fucking ghost. They take that and completely leave it out if you don't know about it. And if you were like me, you had no idea what the hell Snapchat was because I'm a millennial, right? I'm not on every single hip app that comes out. I just am not, right? But that was used against me, and she knew that. And once she said funny filters and funny videos, I was like, okay, I believe you. I trust you. Why wouldn't I? Used against me. But this is how cheaters operate, okay? They're very sneaky and very cunning, and they'll hide things from you, dupe you, plan behind your back, and again, remember the order. Facebook to connect with their past interests, love interests, whatever the case may be, somebody who maybe asked them out, that they, I don't know, maybe later kind of thing. They hold on to those past interests, move it over to Snapchat to have a private message, and then from there...
You guys get the gist of it. I can personally say I'm old, so I really don't care. I would never, I'm too old to care or want to hook up with somebody via Snapchat and all that. It's too many apps and it's just too much. I don't like it.
It's stunning to monitor the media's lack of interest in the whole Maui story. I've been in this business for 30 years. I'm stunned, but I'm not surprised. The incident seems to be the story here, right? But the true story, the media knows it is not allowed to tell. Is it a coincidence that the Maui police chief is the same man who was in charge in Las Vegas during that massacre that killed 58 people? Is it a coincidence that the Maui property, owned by million and billionaires, wasn't touched by the flames while homes of the locals all burned?
What she fails to also mention is how the media hasn't even once interviewed a grieving parent. Not a single parent looking for their children. Not a single interview with a child. Not a single interview with the schools.
Was it a coincidence that the largest system of outdoor emergency sirens in the world never made a sound as the fire devoured Lahaina? Was it a coincidence that at the same time, very same time, all the water was turned off? Was it a coincidence that police were ordered to block off streets and to funnel all the cars trying to escape? Think about this coincidence. That governor also signed an emergency proclamation on July 17th, 3 weeks before the fire, about housing of all things. Is it a coincidence that the government put up a black fence around Lahaina, or that the FAA routed all drones from flying over the affected areas? Is it a coincidence that since at least 2011 there have been plans to make Maui the first smart city run by 100% renewable energy? And that it must be a coincidence then that the locals whose homes did not burn are now being evicted from their property. And of course, a total coincidence that all the fact checkers who are checking these facts, who say everything I just told you is just a coincidence, are also owned and run by BlackRock.
I mean, we can go down these rabbit holes on this kind of stuff, but it can get a little crazy. But yeah, that's where we are. There will always be conspiracies about something. Do I not always write them off as conspiracies? No, I think sometimes there's truth to them all. What I do also hope that there's truth to is that this thing played all the way through. I told you I'm not playing with this thing. We're not going to talk for long tonight. We're going to get in and out. And Isn't It Yet will be back soon. You guys, I'm just looking at my computer trying to listen to me talk. This whole AI computer stuff is so crazy. But anyway, y'all have an amazing night. I'll be back tomorrow.